when they legally locked me up, I was going to court. You know that human trafficking part where the sheriffs get paid to move you out of jurisdiction back into jurisdiction to the courtroom. When I was in the back of the paddy wagon, the sheriff on the riding shotgun was like saying to the other sheriff, you know, that's what I wanted to get into. And he was referring to the fire department. But he said it's too hard to get into, so he had to settle being a sheriff. It didn't sound like he was happy with his job. Can you blame him? He would want to be a sheriff. So what I'm saying is, I don't really talk about how the fire departments and their family heirlooms and their investments and their welfare and well-being. It's really hard to get into. You know what I'm saying? All sewn up. Ripped off all my fire equipment. I got fire bags, dog. I came up with this new fire bag theory. Oh, they can make it. Oh, they can. That fiber carbon thread, 3,000 degrees. There's elements that deflect heat. And basically, with a good vent and not an oxygen can, as you know it, no. Liquid, it's liquid oxygen. Kind of like a vape system. And it holds 7 times, well, in theory, so they say it holds 7 times more gas. You really have to use my mathematics on pressure and everything on my math to know exactly how much gas is going to turn into. Their systems are bogus, prehistoric, and outdated. My math puts it down, dog. My math puts it down. But so if you're in a building, or even if you're fighting a fire, you could crawl into one of these bags, and you're not going to burn. I would assume, or at least don't assume, but I'd like to imagine that you got at least 2 hours. That person's in that bag. Hopefully those bags have chips on them, so even like Goober, it's on your screen. It's not a firefighter advisor. Ding, ding, we got 4 bags in the house. We got to get to them. They're activated. Hopefully everyone got into their bags. We got to hurry, get in there, grab those bags and pull them out, and that people are safe, like unharmed. That was the goal I'm trying to achieve. Well, it's been achieved. Our enemies have that stuff that are killing us in jihad. So you're talking about Hawaii when Hawaii burned down, and Hawaii is an island with all kinds of oceanic water and atmospheric water. They got tons of water. Digging wells, high pressure sprinkler systems. Um, then I started inventing new fire sprinkler systems for housing, not the old stuff. That puts the old businesses out of business. You know, the fire sprinkler guys out of business. Not really. Just gotta learn the new stuff. Pipe fitters. I'm a pipe fitter. That type of pipe fitting, we learn new stuff and we get paid way more money. It's a lot of stuff, dog. Look, so we don't really want those fire departments and a lot of those fire chiefs are going to be pedophiles and human traffickers with sheriffs and everyone else. You know, the Bohemian Grove House Society. We're raised on it, dog, forever. Versailles from France. Remember when they killed all the French people in World War II? And then they killed our grandfathers that bombed the Nazis? Oh, General Patton. How often do you hear about General Patton? He bombed 5.5 million Nazis. And that's why we get the blame for killing all those Jews and have to pay reparations to the Nazis. They're not real Jews. Yiddish isn't Jewish. It's Romanized. It means a Babylonian came and conquered the. Remember, the Romans killed all the ancient Jews from Etruscan civilization. You know, Jesus, the king of the Jews, his name is Lustus. But in Latin, it's a really long name. I don't know how to say his name in Latin, but in English, it's Lustus. So he was fighting the Emperor Tiberius. In the Bible, it says Hurad or Hurad. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's like Hurad. His actual name in English, his name is Hurad bin Tiberius. Like Ben Netanyahu. Ben in Hebrew means son of. So if you split it into 3 words, like Hurad bin Tiberius, but Ben. If it's like an American last name. but if you combined the middle name, and the last name together, then it's spelled B-I-N. So remember Osama bin Laden. There's two ways to spell it: B-E-N Laden or B-I-N Laden. That's how you know he's from the realm. Remember Saudi Arabia said their project said jihad. The Babylonians. If you look at they're dancing around the square cubicle of the Eastern Bloc, trying to build those Roman Colosseums again. You know what I'm saying? But you should know what I'm saying when I'm saying if we had our own communities, and we'd have a lot of volunteers, I'm sure, that'd be willing to go for physical health and endurance and to be strong and healthy. A lot of the dudes that like hard labor, like myself, we're going to sign up. It comes to a lot of fringe benefits. Like, no, we're going to go exercise and train like the military. Just like the military, we got all kinds of, learn to fly helicopters, learn how to operate heavy equipment, all kinds of cool stuff, right? A lot of benefits come from it. Better than the military, fools. And then it's like better than the National Guard. We're always on call. If something pops off, like, hey, especially the big ones, everyone comes around and jumps on it. You know, I'm the one who came up with the new roads and the new bridges for recreation. And then when you got a public firefighting team, get off the rec roads, get off all those recreation roads for the go-karts, electric bikes, steam buggies, whatever. Stop running over the like, desert turtles and shit. But you know, we're gonna come in and put out the fire real quick. I'm the one who invented that new airplane. This airplane or drone flies to the water hauling ass, right? And the question is, how much air volume does it pull through it? Because as this plane is flying through the atmosphere, it's the intake of atmosphere and the atmospheric water, just condensating it, filling up the tanks. So the new helicopters or the new planes or the drones, they don't ever have to land on a pond or a lake to fill it with water because they're flying, ripping through the atmosphere, just pulling the water out of the atmosphere, right? And then it just rains on the fire. And then the water's going to evaporate from the fire and go back up in the atmosphere. And then they're still just fucking circling it. And go higher up. Yeah, so just when they go high up, come ripping down, filling it up, just dump it. Go straight up again, like jet fighters do. Come back down, dump it. The fire's not going to get very far, fools. How rich do you think I'd be, fools? Well, not as rich as you think or how I should be, because I don't believe in that kind of wealth. Most of the money goes to the laborers who build it. So are you going to school? Do you want to help build? Do you want to build this as a job, or at least for a few years or whatever? Well, I gotta split the money with you then. That means if you got a paycheck building all my aircraft for firefighting, I get a paycheck too. I'm gonna help engineering and shit. My engineers, we just get paychecks, just the same paycheck that you get to build it. And then it doesn't cost anybody tax money or anything. It's digital currency. So the more inventions I invent, the more paychecks I got coming in off of your same labor. It's fair enough, don't you think? You don't have to pay no taxes. You're living rich, dude. You're living rich, just as rich as I am. But I might be a little bit richer because I got more inventions than you do. So for every laborer, I get the same check as they get because it's shared wealth. You know what I mean? I'm doing other things, dude. You know what I mean? I'm fucking all kinds of stuff.